Hello and welcome to another tutorial video from Software How To's. Today I'm going to give a walkthrough of GIMP. When you first open GIMP, the GIMP startup menu will pop up. Just let this load, it does absolutely nothing but prepares GIMP for your use. Plugins, extensions, all that fun stuff. Okay, so when you first open GIMP, it may seem a bit overwhelming because there's lots of buttons, and everyone knows that lots of buttons can get overwhelming because you don't know which one to press. So, in this video, I'm not going to talk about each of the buttons, what they do, all the tools and all that stuff. I'm just going to give you the layout of GIMP. So, one thing I should mention that's very important, and it's probably going to solve a lot of your confusion right now, is that GIMP is modular, meaning that everything you see over here and over here can be moved around and stretched. For example, stretched. So, how you do that? You can go up to Windows here, Dockable Dialogs, and these are all your Dockable Dialogs. This is everything you see over here and over here. For example, tool options, this is the very top one. That is this area over here, it says tool options. So you click on one and it'll pop up and you can drag it. Really easy to do. Just set it up like the one I have here, or if you don't want to, that's alright. It might be a bit confusing, but oh well. So, the way I have it here, the setup seems to be the easiest way to use GIMP. For me, I haven't tried very many ways, but this seems to be really easy because it's everything you need. And I believe this is actually the default for GIMP. So, over here I have the tools and tool options because, you know, tool options, they kind of, you know, it's nice to have them close together. Color switcher right here, which is part of the tools. Over here I have brushes, which I'll show you that in a minute. History, patterns, and section editor. And then I have layers, that channels, will be layers past channels. And this seems to work very well. So, to start off with the, of course, the most important part, or no, not really the most important part, kind of what you have to do before you start doing it, is actually create something to work off of. So, if you're not going to edit an image, you would create a new one. It's Control N. Alright, so, width, height, understandable. Advanced options aren't really advanced options, but just ignore it. Fill with, this is important. If you just leave it like that and just click OK, then something weird will pop up that you don't want. If you wanted to create a PNG, for example, you want to click on this and click transparency so that it's transparent. If you don't do that and it leaves it on the default, which is foreground color, or background color, it'll put whatever color is in here. And, you know, you would have to remove the background, and that's no fun. So I'm just going to start with white, because white is blank. Ta-da, there's white. This right here is the zoom thing. Unfortunately, you cannot use the scroll bar on your mouse, or if you're not using your mouse, touchpad, 2 fingers. In GIMP, you cannot do that. You have to use this, which takes a little getting used to, but it's not that bad after you're used to it. So you click on the percentage you want, ta-da. If you don't like any of these percentages, or you want to zoom really in or really out, then all you have to do is put a custom percentage right here, like say, 5,000. Whoa, I'm really zoomed in. But no, I don't want 5,000 because all I can see is a little itty bitty part of my white canvas. So I'm going to put 25. There's my wonderful white canvas. So, I'm going to start by showing you how to draw, because most people, you know, they like to draw on a white canvas, and that just looks appealing to me. So, there's pencil and paintbrush for the basic drawing tools. There's not really a huge difference between them, so I'll just show you the pencil because it's the closest to my mouse whenever I'm working over here, and I just want to click that. Paintbrush is too far away. It takes too much work. So, opacity, size, all this, you know, you understand that. So when you would first start to draw, let's move that up a bit. What is a star? Well, guess how you change that. Up here, these are all the brushes. So you wanted a square, it calls it a pixel, but it's a square. You can just bump the size. And whoa, it's not a pixel anymore, it's a big pixel. It's a square. Or say you wanted a circle, because that's easy to draw with. There's a circle. There's also fuzzy circles, which is not that fuzzy because the opacity is all the way up. And there's plenty of other brushes, really weird, easy for adding textures. Look at that, textures. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it at circle, because circles, classic. Alright, now select. There are lots of select tools, and they're useful for creating whatever you want to create. So you wanted to create a box select tool. Voila, you have a box. And then you fill it with a color. But that's just a box. What if you want a circle? Circle. Look at that. What if you want freeform? Ta-da. And then you can drag the color there. So another selection tool is fuzzy select tool. So, and there's this and the select by color tool. These tools are different, but they basically do the same thing. This tool, when you have it, all the white will be selected. Now everything that's white is selected. Now say for example, you had a black bar in the middle of the white. Right? Let me just draw black. Switch that, using the arrow there. Now it's dividing the white, right? So, say you just want this part of the white. What you can do is you can use this tool. And it'll select all of that color within this area. And since there's a black line here, it divides it from this area, and look, you just have this white selected. Whereas if you were to use the other tool, it's kind of hard to see, but it selects all the white around the black. What if you don't want that? That's why this tool is really helpful. Say you were drawing something that you wanted to fill it in with something, and you could just click this, fill it in with a different color that you like. It's very helpful. So those are some of the tools. You can just hover over the tool and it tells you what it can do. Text tool, that's just the tool area over here. And there's the tool options in here, like I already stated. So, more of the layout of GIMP. Here's the toolbar up here. It's the same as every other program in the world. Everything is mostly self-explanatory. A lot of the things in the toolbar you can do down here, unless you don't have the window open. Image, layer, colors, tools, filters, windows, help. All of that. That's basically the layout of GIMP. This was probably not that helpful for you unless you're very new to GIMP, so if you actually want to know how to use GIMP and how the tools work more in depth, I will make future videos on that. Thank you for watching.